This is another edition of You're the Power. My name is Malik, the co-host, Ms. Sands. Today we want to look at some things that will help some of us get through another year. This is December the 5th, and this one is almost out. But Sister Sands here has been in the business of healing, help, research, and practice for some years. So she will help us tonight understand some energies that we are the power over. And probably the most important thing that we have control of is ourself. Problem is, we have been so programmed until we don't seem to realize that. There are some basic things that we can do that can enhance our quality of life, whether it's related to longevity or abundance. But you first got to go within yourself. But you got to put something in yourself that can make what's in yourself function. Sister Sands.
Yes.
We're going to run a clip here, and I want you to elaborate on that. But before we do, just tell people a little bit about yourself, those that might have not saw you the last time you was here.
Yes. My name is All Santa. Most people who've been knowing me forever, like Malik, calls me Miss Sands. So I have been in the fitness world for as long as I can remember. I started even as a kid dancing, and I was a fitness instructor for over 35 years. A professional dancer for as long as I can remember. Since I left college, I think I started in college. And then from there I went on a couple world tours with major artists. And then I used to have a lot of simple female issues and things like that, in which I was able to mitigate on my own because doctors couldn't assist me with these things. So I started looking into it myself and researching myself and basically taking control over my own health. When I did that, I found some amazing things, like how herbs work way better than some of these traditional medicines that we all take, right? So then I started using herbs to heal myself. And then from there, I learned how fitness and simple exercises like breathing exercises and meditations and stretching and, Tai Chi, like simple things can actually reverse a lot of illnesses that we may have. And so in doing some of those things, I started, getting certifications in many things. So I am a Reiki master, certified Reiki master, and I do sound bowl healing. I do Mayan abdominal massages. And I'm a breath worker. So all these things that I have been doing over my entire life have led me to be in the most healthiest state that I've been in my entire life. So I kind of swear by these things.
So you are an example of you are the power.
Yes.
Took control of your own health.
That's right.
Did what the prescriptions couldn't do. And now here you are, whole and healthy.
Yes. And now I'm helping others to do the same.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right, Brother McDonald, would you play that clip, and then Sister Sands will elaborate and connect it to how she see it.
Yes.
Food is the number one killer. Food is the number one killer.
We're allowed to eat a lot of things that I was saying is banned in other countries. They're living longer in other countries because their governments are afraid of them. We're afraid of our government. So we accept garbage on the shelves. You go into the average American grocery store, nothing on the shelf is edible. Nothing should be consumed. on any of it. Processed foods. Your body is delicate. You are a delicate, beautiful machine. When you overwork your insides, you become sick. We are really frutivores. I go 1 week out of the month, I eat only fruit, raw fruit. I'll eat an entire watermelon, oranges, mangoes, grapes, melon. And I clean my system out, and my energy shoots through the roof.
You know, and one of the things that I enjoyed as I looked at it was the piece about eating the whole watermelon. Because as a boy that grew up on a farm, we raised watermelons. And sometimes we would just stomp the watermelon or drop it on the ground and just take the heart, and that was the end of that. And then the hogs would get the rest of it, or the chickens or the dogs or whatever. But it was something that we did. And we lived healthy. I don't recall too much sickness as a young person, thank God, not as an adult. But I know you have talked about a lot of juicing and a lot of fruit.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes.
And how you feel about that clip as it relates to fasting and eating fruit.
I am an avid believer in that. I can tell you a few stories. One I will share with you in terms of what she talked about in other countries and how they look at food and how they feed their communities, right? So here we accept a lot of things. I even worked at a facility where they allow a certain amount of E. coli in your food. But if I didn't work there, I wouldn't have known that.
Exactly.
Other countries, I went to, I'll say, Italy. And we went in there and we all were ordering like fish and vegetables, and everything tastes so much different. Like it's so different there. So they like, yeah, no, we don't have any more of that fish. And I'm like, well, what else do you have? And he said, well, you know, we don't have any. I said, what do you have in the fridge or in the freezer, right? He said, we don't refrigerate food. Everything we serve in every single restaurant here has to be fresh caught. So we all send out buyers to, what do you call it? Like to this one area where the fishermen are, and then we buy fish fresh and we bring it into our restaurants, and whatever we have or whatever they caught for the day, the catch of the day is what we can serve to our people. We can't refrigerate or freeze anything and serve it to our people. I was flabbergasted. I'm like, are you kidding me? He said, no, we don't have like freezers, and it's illegal here. Processed foods, they don't have a lot of processed foods.
See that?
And even if they do, it's not processed the way we process food.
Right.
So there's things that's bleached here, it's not bleached there. So they are a lot healthier. I agree with that piece. So I've been to many different countries, and their practices are completely different from ours. What we allow versus what they allow doesn't happen.
So, man, I mean, I know this is a simple question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. What do you believe is the major motivation for the American way of exploiting the citizens versus other countries, which might not be classified on the scale of developed as America, eating better than Americans?
I'm gonna say, when we were younger, you know how we had the little pyramid?
Yeah, and they say that's the biggest lie in creation.
Exactly.
Say it ought to be outlawed.
I agree. So I don't know how to word this, but to just say the truth, which is every single one of our bodies are completely different. I have a very sensitive body. My skin is very sensitive. So things that you may be able to eat, I can't eat. I can sit in the grass. I might start itching depending on what they put in that grass.
Right.
Right? So when it comes to our food system, I don't go by that because I believe strongly in what she's saying. If you go to the store and you buy meat and you eat that meat, You don't know what that meat has been injected with. You see
Right.
now they are putting on packages, no hormones, no this.
Right.
Why was hormones in it to begin with?
Right.
Why are dyes in our food? They did a sting in California when I was there, and they went in and they started I think USDA came in and they started snatching packages of food, right? Department of Agriculture, whoever these people are. They started grabbing all of the meat and they went and tested it and found out the meat that they were selling was spoiled meat. It was old. They changed the dates. They injected it with some kind of chemicals. And what happened? They came in and they shut the people down.
Yeah.
So in certain communities, you might find those things. But I typically, everything that I buy, I try to buy all natural. I try to buy organic, and even some of that is iffy. So that's why I grow a garden in the summer, and I eat from my garden because I know when I'm planting in that ground and that soil, I know exactly what I'm doing. I know what I'm eating. I know what I'm putting in my body. So those are some of the things that I do, and I agree with, if you want a total reset of your body, all natural, 100% fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, do it for 7 to 10 days, and you're gonna give your body a total reset. Just all raw. So grab a carrot, chew on it, grab celery, chew on it, juice it. However you do it, just make sure that it's 100% raw, natural, salads, right? Greenery, things like that. Just take it. If you can't eat it raw, put it in a juicer, make it happen. A little lime and a little apple will go a long way in terms of taste. That, and I normally put ginger in almost all of my juices. So we have to know what it is that we can do on our own. And I'll give you an example. I have a sister, high blood pressure, diabetes. They wanted to give her all this medication. She flew out to California to visit me. And when she got to California, I said, you're gonna eat whatever I eat. We did all raw for the first 7 to 10 days. After that, I made all vegan meals. She ate it. She thought it was amazing. By the time we got home, she lost maybe 30 pounds. Went to her doctor. He said, whatever you're doing, I need you to continue to do it because all your numbers have never been normal. These are normal numbers. High blood pressure, normal. Diabetes, normal.
Based upon
What she ate for 30 days with me, I didn't feed her she had no meat at all. We did raw, everything for the first 10 days.
how did she adapt to that when you first brought it to her?
Well, when I first brought it to her, she said, as long as I don't have to cook anything
Okay.
or whatever, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Because she was determined to not take all the medication. So she was at her wit's end, if you will. So I said, you gotta start somewhere. So she walked with me every day, and the first day, she was walking so slow. I said, it doesn't matter. I had her sit on a bench for a minute. I'll do a whole round. I catch up with her and say, let's go. Get back up and wait. She'll go around maybe halfway, sat down. And then by the second week, she was keeping up with me.
Yeah.
She's probably dropped maybe 10 pounds in the first week.
See that?
But I wouldn't give her, she drank a lot of soda. I wouldn't give her soda.
They say that'll kill you.
Well, high fructose corn syrup, not good for you.
Yeah.
The main thing is, people like these energy drinks.
They say that'll kill you. Number one killer.
That's like the plague.
Right.
That's like, to me, I wouldn't touch it because as a fitness instructor, I watched a man on a spin cycle croak right over. And every morning he would come into the class. Luckily, it wasn't my class. He would come into the class drinking one of those energy drinks. And when he got on the bike and it's it was one of those intense classes, and he fell off the bike and he was he died.
Yeah. Yeah, they say we had a clip, but we couldn't do them all tonight.
Yeah.
And they talked about the energy drink and how deadly it is to people. But people don't know.
That's right.
And a lot of the people that need to know don't want to know. And I think part of my motivation for that question is that, like with the pyramid, most of that is motivated by money.
It is.
And we know that in a capitalist society, that takes precedence over common sense.
Yes.
So to find people like you that can encourage people to go back to some of the old ways is what I think we need.
Yeah.
And there's another clip here I'd like for you to respond to that basically echoes what the sister stated. All right, Mr. McDonald.
Is there data to back up the assertion that food can prevent or heal diseases?
Absolutely. There's overwhelming evidence that food is a big problem in our country today with the levels of chronic disease we have. And in fact, in the Journal of the American Medical Association in 2022, what they published is that food is the leading cause of death in our country.
Wait a minute. Food
Food.
is the leading cause of death in the United States?
Yes.
What does that mean, Dr. Musalem?
It's a massive driver. With the consumption of ultra-processed foods, 60% of our diet is ultra-processed foods. 67% of our children's diet is ultra-processed foods. And so what's happening with that? You know, there's additives in those foods that just aren't good for our body. Those foods aren't good for our gut microbiome. And then when we eat that much food that's fake, there's no room for the healthy stuff. So you're weeding out the opportunity to get the stuff that matters. Every time you put food in your mouth, you have an opportunity to be a healthier version of yourself or an unhealthier version of yourself. So you really want to pay attention to that. And it doesn't have to be perfect. This is never about perfection, but it's in an effort to be more consistent about doing better is what I would say. And have joy over that. You know, sometimes they have women come in and they are what some would consider eating the perfect diet, but they feel like they're hostage to that diet and they're not loving it and they're not having joy over it. So it's really trying to find the healthy foods that you enjoy the taste of.
Well, that's a hell of a thing, but the show is over. 30 minutes go mighty quick when you're dealing with business. And part of the situation is that, you know, we might need to start scheduling more time for some of this. But we appreciate you sharing that because it's an inspiration. And we need you to just summarize, if you got a other tidbit or two, until we fully, you know, exhaust the clock.
Yes. I would say look into herbs. Find some 100%, like I have found moringa
Yeah, I heard of that.
in Chinatown here in Chicago. You crack it open. It's a bitter, like,
Yeah, it's
seed.
nasty as hell.
It's definitely nasty, but I pop one of those every single day. Watch how everything changes in your body. Okay? Moringa, Argan Shaw. I got that actually in India. So if you can find an Indian store and they have Argan Shaw,
See?
I would recommend going to get it because moringa and Argan Shaw, it's like a bark. It's really good and it can change many things that's going on in your body, including high blood pressure, diabetes, immune booster. It's good in vitamins, minerals. It's an antioxidant. It helps with your liver. It's a superpower for me. So anything that you got going on, I would suggest taking one of those a day, especially if you have any kind of ailments, especially like high blood pressure and diabetes, which is some of the leading causes of death in our neighborhoods, in our communities. Yes.
Well, that's interesting because Chinatown, that's easy enough. Indian stores, you go up north, you can find them easy enough.
Okay.
So people do have the power.
That's right.
They just might need more information and motivation because we have become addicted to those imposters in our communities that say they don't eat pig, but they sell the hell out of a hog. And I think part of the problem is the Negro needs to snap out of
Yeah.
being exploited
That's right.
by these invaders. And I think Chinatown, they was on the railroad with our ancestors. Those Indians, well, a lot of them did bring some things with them before this latest invasion. But I used to go to Chinatown regularly. The moringa, I tried it, but it didn't agree with me. Maybe it's just my taste, but it does a lot if you have the strength to stay with it.
With moringa, you
Yeah.
can crush it. It's a tiny little thing.
Yeah. Well, I was
can crush
getting
it
it.
and
I was
put it in
getting
the
it already
juice.
powdered out of the health food store.
Oh,
Yeah. So I mean, you put it in your drink and you swallow it. Woo, woo, woo. That was all right in the beginning, but after a while, no.
smoothies.
Yeah.
Can't taste it in a smoothie.
Well, whatever I did, I'm gonna leave it alone.
I'll have to make it for you. I'll
All
make
right.
one for you, and then you let me know if you even know it's in
Won't
there.
even know, huh? All right. Well, so how we looking, brother cameraman? Are we good? We got another video. All right, yeah, the one with the gentleman. The other video. Right. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
I only eat one meal a day, basically. And I go all day without eating, like I haven't eaten today yet. People get confused between fasting and colonics. Colonics is good for your colon system. But you've got toxins in your fingers, you got toxins in your leg, you got toxins in your knees. You have toxins all over your body, not just in your colon. So what you have to do in terms of fasting is you have to purge everything out of your system. I tend to do it seasonally. When I first started doing it, it was 41 days. And then my body, it could almost tell me what it was feeling. Like if I ate something that wasn't right, even now, if I eat something that's not right, I can know it almost immediately. But I would recommend seasonally. I would recommend sometimes people pick Monday, sometimes people pick Wednesday because it's in the middle of the week, it's hump day. From Thursday, they then get rid of on Wednesday, and then they start again Thursday to the next Wednesday. That's another way you can do it. You can do it by cutting down how many meals a day that you eat. Basically, fasting means you're not making your digestive system work. It's taking a break.
So tell me about that. I know you fast.
Yes,
All
I
right.
do. I do. Sometimes I will wake up, I'll do meditation, and from the time that I wake up until maybe about 3 o'clock, I'll just drink herbal teas and water.
Okay.
That's it. But the herbal teas would be like the Argent Shaw, right? Or the moringa tea, or soursop leaves. So you just boil the leaves and you make a tea. And I
Now, do
usually,
you use a lot of honey or do you use white sugar?
how about none?
Just
No
straight up.
sugar, no, nothing processed, nothing, none of that. Because when you're cleansing, you don't want to put anything bad in your system at all.
Okay.
So I'll do that. And then in the evening, I'll have raw. So sometimes I'll do that for just 3 days.
Okay.
After the three days, I'll do another 7 days with that raw cleanse that we talked about earlier. So I'll have like salads already pre-made. I used to meal prep for folks and help them with this. So I will have like salads, I'll have fruits, and I have everything, and I take it with me. So all those things, just all raw though. So you crack open a fruit, pop it in your mouth, right? Nothing cooked. So the only thing I boil is I have a water distiller. You can get them for probably $70 to $100 on Amazon.
Okay.
You take that water, it's distilled water, you boil it, you put your tea in there, the raw, whatever it is that you're using, herbs. And then I'll do that for 3 days. After that, 7 days, raw, everything. Raw nuts, and some of the nuts, it depends on what it is. But I normally like Brazil nuts
Okay.
because they have the benefits of it, and the walnuts.
Yeah, they good.
And then I'll have basically those two, and everything else is like salads, it's kale, it's spinach, it's carrots, it's celery, it's like that. That's it. I am a substitute teacher from time to time, so the kids will get you sick in 2.2 seconds.
Yeah.
So I created a citrus blast.
Okay.
It's a drink, it's a juice. It's all citrus. So from lemons, limes, all the way to, what do you call them? Grapefruit. And all of that. I put a little what do you call it, like a thumb of ginger in it. And when I'm done, I drink that on a regular. Everyone at school is like, how do you not get sick? And I'm like, I do a lot. Vitamin C and zinc helps a lot. And so I'll do that for 10 days just to reset my entire system.
Now let me ask you this. Some people say from sun up to sundown, depending on the season, but you shouldn't eat after dark. And I've had a experience in that, and I'm getting back in the habit. Once a week, should I say, a full day, and eat one meal a day, and not drink or eat too much throughout the day. Now, for you, what is the best time to fast? The hours?
Again, from the time you get up until like 3 p.m.
So you stick with the 3 p.m.
I stick with 3 p.m. But
Okay.
Again, this is not a cookie cutter kind of thing. Like, everybody can do
All right.
whatever works for your body and whatever works for your system and your lifestyle. Because some people
Right.
have a strenuous, they lifting luggages
Right.
and doing things like that. They can't afford to not eat.
Exactly.
Yeah, so depending on what your day might look like or what your day is or your lifestyle is, then you can adjust it however. There's no right or wrong way to this. You have the power to do whatever it is that you like.
And I
right?
think that's important for people to know, because a lot of people want to be dogmatic and they don't take into consideration everybody have a different flow
That's right.
and a different frequency. And sometimes listening to other people instead of your body does more harm psychologically and emotionally
right.
than the physical benefit. So it's good, I think, that you brought that up. You don't have to go by what somebody else say. Follow your spirit.
That's right. As a rule of thumb, if you eat past 7 p.m.,
Yeah,
typically you're going to bed on that.
yeah.
So I try not to eat past 7 p.m.
Okay, that's a good idea.
because most people go to bed at what, 9 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock at night. So that way your food has processed already. You want the food to process before you go to sleep,
Okay.
right? So
Well-
that's typically what I do.
Well, I appreciate you being here, and I understand we got about less than a minute. This is You the Power, and Sister Sands will be co-hosting this, and soon hosting it by herself. But we want to try to bring a different type of program to the public. It's okay for us as Negroes to stay off into the quicksand of Black and African American foolishness. But we need to figure out how to have power of ourselves and the colonies that we live in and develop some community and families again. Thanks a lot, sister, for
Thank you for having me.
coming here. And you brought one of your relatives here to witness, and I'm glad that he came. And Happy New Year to you, because it'll be
Thank you.
next year before we see each
That's
other
right.
again.
Same to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Until next time, brother, what we got here?